What's up, everybody? Welcome to another week's episode of the Just Saying podcast with Justin Martindale. I'm Justin Martindale, and this week we have a very special guest, one of my favorites, my den mother, my drag mother in comedy. I mean, my sister. We've known each other for
87 years?
At least 7 years.
87.
Oh, I was going to, no. 7 years to the day.
Yes.
It is the one, the only Shawn Pelofsky. How are you, honey?
I am well, my queen. How are you?
I'm great. I mean, you have an amazing show called Social Media Meltdowns, which is killing it
Thank
online.
you. You've been great on it, and we got to have you back.
I love it. If you don't know what Social Media Meltdowns is, it's a show that people comics get up on stage and they just read
crazy shit from the internet.
I mean, what
out
else?
Loud.
And like make characters out of it and like scene work. It's very, very funny. You were also a producer on a show that I used to work on.
Yes.
Called Funny You Should Ask. How is that going?
It's fun. I mean, it's been exciting so far. I think the jokes are great, and it's work, and working with some great talent like Howie Mandel, and you work with someone like Tiffany Haddish, you learn things from people. So I've been enjoying that. I miss you there.
I know.
Because we used to get into a lot of trouble.
We did always get in trouble, and there was always a birthday cake around. Like, it's always somebody's birthday.
I was the one who brought the cake, and then I also was the one who ate the cake.
Yes. And I had to leave because I was bouncing around from doing that and starting What the Fashion at E. And I was like, I have to make a choice. What do I do?
And you're like, I'm going to blossom and not stay in mediocrity forever like Shawn Pelofsky.
That is not
I'm
true.
just kidding.
I was like, I have to go to E because when this shuts down in 2020, it's going to be a hit.
Exactly. I must get to E and get paid less than I was getting paid now.
I know. What's wrong with me? Well, I have a really funny story for you because this happened to me over the weekend. Are you familiar with
yes.
Yes. Approved. TaskRabbit.
Of course.
Okay. So Evan and I are in the process of kind of like moving in with each other.
Do tell.
So like I'm bringing some stuff over to his place, and we've set up new furniture and all this stuff. And both of us, I don't know if you can tell, are not very handy with power tools.
Well, you're not a lesbian.
Well, right. And,
But you could play one on TV.
Thank you so much.
You're
it's actually in my my check boxes
Your
that I
wheelhouse?
can play. So we just have like all these like shelves and like brackets and shit everywhere.
Right.
So Evan's like, oh, I'll just get a TaskRabbit to come over. Now,
that's also my safe word.
TaskRabbit?
Yes.
It's also, I think, a lady's pleasure device that you could get at Circus of Books. Or at the what is it? Pleasure
Chest.
Pleasure Chest, yes.
Shame that you don't know that.
Well, just get to it. I don't have time to
purchase a love swing.
Yeah, I don't need like a feather tickler. Just come on.
Porn with clowns.
Now we're talking. Balloon animals in the shape of penises.
I could just put on a little more makeup and we could pretend.
Yeah, it's like I don't need like oh, you know what I forgot at the grocery store? A cat of nine tails. I don't need it. However, I'll think about it. But so Evan is like, okay, we got to get this TaskRabbit. Now, he's like, the TaskRabbit's coming over at 8 a.m. Too early. Also,
I love that you added "the" in front of TaskRabbit.
TaskRabbit.
That officially turns you into a parent. My Aunt Judy, like it's not just Facebook; it's
the TaskRabbit.
Now it's the TaskRabbit.
But I don't want to. They might not identify as a rabbit. So the task person,
yes.
8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, that's too early. Evan also wakes up at a good, comfortable 4 a.m. every morning to get his day started. So I wake up and I open the door and there is an Adonis in the living room. Now, when you think of TaskRabbit, I think of like
Schneider.
like some sort of
Can
construction.
we explain to the kids who Schneider is?
Who's Schneider?
Oh, shit. Are you suddenly aging me?
No, wait.
I've had a lot of Botox and photofacials to look like this. Schneider was from the show, the original One Day at a Time.
Oh, yeah. I never watched
And
One
he
Day at a
was
Time.
the handyman.
Mm-hmm. But that.
I mean, I was barely born.
Yes.
You know, I was a baby just listening to the TV. But that was Schneider.
Definite like 70s like maintenance person. Like,
Yes.
Like, hey, you want me to clean the bathroom? You know,
Yeah.
like, okay.
I've got a wacky mustache and some tools.
Hey, I heard these 2 fruits need a shelf hung. You know, something like that. I opened the door and a wind blew me back. And
Is that all that blew you?
God, yes. Yes.
Good for you.
Oh.
You made good choices.
Thank you. It's about damn time. In the words of Lizzo. So
you know how that works in the gay lifestyle.
oh no, I can't. We have boundaries and rules.
What are those like?
Very adult.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they work, weirdly
Do
enough.
tell.
But this wind just hits me back,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy is the most beautiful person, other than Evan, that I've ever seen. To the point where, like, because they have a headshot, right?
Yeah.
Or they have like a little, what are they called? The little graphics of what they look like, who you're gonna get,
Right.
And it was very like
Like an animation.
yeah, or with an avatar,
It was like
yeah.
a Bitmoji.
Something like that. You're like, this is who you're gonna get. And he was dressed like Clark Kent in his avatar, where he had like the sunglasses and like a white collar
Oh
and
my
a tie.
gosh.
And I was
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I'm not gonna judge this, you know, but like
Right.
obviously I'll wait till I see it in person.
But for a moment, were you like, this is Sophie's choice right now? Is it Evan or is it this guy?
But you know what? Evan thought the same thing.
Of course he is. He's gay, Justin. Can I introduce you to yourself and your boyfriend? Yes.
This was the first moment we both looked at each other and we were like, one of us has to die. It was like, and Evan, like, I walked out and I saw Evan, and Evan's looking at me and he has like this little devilish, like, you know, the little Bob's Big Boy smile on. And then I looked at the maintenance guy and this came out of my mouth. Damn, like out loud. And he heard me. And as he looked at me, he has these like bushy brown eyebrows, this like brown, like medium length hair, and these bright blue eyes that when I made eye contact with him,
my God.
I turned to stone, like full on gay Medusa.
I love it.
And he was
It felt
like-
like the Hunger Games.
Oh,
you know,
my God.
May the odds be forever
Yes.
in your favor, Evan.
Exactly. And like he was like, he starts talking. He's like, yeah, no, I could totally.
Oh, he was totally hetero.
Totally hetero.
I mean, he wasn't like, where do you need me to put the
no,
bookshelf?
no, totally hetero. Totally.
And who wants to rim?
Can I have my coffee first? No, but like, I mean, it was so funny because we both turned into like these like Southern women who were about to make lemonade. We were just like, and his name was Seth.
Oh, well, that sounds very Jewish. I mean, I have some cousins named Seth.
Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't tell.
I mean, I prefer like a Chad or a Tyler.
Yeah.
But if he was Tyler, he'd be gay. So
Right.
Seth, you're right.
Seth
is
he's
a
like,
nice
my name's
Jewish
Seth.
boy.
Yeah,
got
he's
it,
like,
got it.
I'm just doing this on the side, you know.
Shit.
I'm just.
Why didn't you call me?
Because we would make lemonade and just talk shit all day. We wouldn't be like, Shawn, those shelves, they're not going to hang themselves.
Shawn, why did you just show up in a G-string? Well, I was just around the corner walking my dog that I don't have.
Oh my God. We were just in the kitchen while he's like working and we're like, how is everything, Seth? Is it okay? and I told Evan, I was like, I'm not into like cruising or anything like that. I'm not like, you know, I'm not going to go into like a bathhouse or anything like that. Just call me old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
But I thought about it. I was like, I bet if we offered him $50, we could be like, take your shirt off.
Of course.
But we didn't want to do it because we're ladies. I know.
I just wish you would have called me over. I would have been like a predator.
Seth, drop the pants.
Hi, Seth. How are you? What else do you do on this side?
That's what I was wondering. It's like, he's a contractor. So then he came back the next day at like 9 o'clock because he had to finish what he started
In the morning.
In the morning. And we were up and ready.
Yeah.
We were like
showered.
Showered.
Cologne.
We had like highlight on under our eyes. We were like
freshly douched.
Yeah. We were just like, hi, Seth. It's so weird. We're up at the same time. And he's like, hey guys, sorry, just rolled right out of bed, had his like water jug. He's like, yeah, man, I had a late night last night. I'm like, tell us more. He takes off his like hoodie and the shirt came up with it.
Shut up. Was it slow-mo?
It was slow motion. Evan and I are like,
Slow-mo for the
Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me
Through the night.
Oh, man. We were laughing and giddy. It was so funny. He was
Well,
like,
can I go over to your house and break something and then you speed dial me when Seth comes back? Did you get like... Did you get his personal...
Yes, Evan got it because he's like, well, we now have a personal taskrabbit.
Shawn
I'm like, what did you call me?
350 North. Okay. Just let me know when I need to make that call.
It was really, really fun. But yeah, what, you need to come over and do the gaydar thing
No,
on him?
I'm going to go break shit in my own house and then invite Seth over.
Oh, yeah. You should.
Seth.
Let's do it.
I love it. Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome. See, look what happens.
See, this is it.
Yeah, we'll get
we
you
go
laid.
back. This is a friend right here. Thank you for being a friend.
This really hot taskrabbit came over. You're like,
It's going to get super gay during this conversation.
oh, yeah, for sure. And on that note, let's get into it.
Yes, shall we?
These are some of the top stories of the week. It's kind of like, we're in that like lull after the holidays. Nothing's really picking up until spring kind of a thing. So I'm trying to pick like the best, fun, entertaining stories that aren't so saturated.
You mean like Chinese spy balloons and
We did do that.
Russia taking themselves out of a peace treaty.
Oh, was that recent?
Oh, and people just dying in Turkey from a big bad earthquake.
Wait, the third one in a row.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the important things.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Okay. The average penis length is growing, according to a new study.
Yay! That's good news on the horizon, everybody.
See, you know what? I want to just keep it light and fun. This came out the World Journal of Men's Health. They found out that the average penis has increased a whopping 24% over the last 3 decades. But who's measuring? The study
We are.
The study was led by Michael Eisenberg.
Another nice Jewish boy.
Yeah, just a Michael Eisenberg. I don't have time for a task.
I really wish he would have done a study on how many of them were actually cut, because I know I prefer that, and we've had this conversation.
Have we?
I'm pretty sure we have. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't like the sneaky snake. The sneaky snake. It's like a defeated puppet. I don't want to have to push your skin back.
Oh.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, it's already a job. I mean, that I'm really good at. Thank you.
Good
But
for you.
I want to know. I'd rather this study be like how many men are actually getting. More men are getting circumcised, because I think it's better.
Well, let's see here. So this urology professor, he is at Stanford University and male fertility and sexual function specialist. Okay, humble brag.
Yeah.
The meta-analysis, which compiled data from over 75 studies done between 42 and 21, that's 1942 and 2021, gathered measurements of the erect penises of over 55,000 men all over the world.
How much do you think they got paid?
Probably not.
They're like, here, you can donate plasma for $100, or we measure your junk.
But I mean, think how many guys would be like, finally, I'm not going to do this myself. That's gay.
First of all, every man does it themselves.
I don't know.
Every man measures their penis. Some of them lie, saying it's bigger than it is. It's like dating. You go on profiles, and women, okay, they lie about their age. Men lie about their height. Mm-hmm. And of course, every man measures their penis. Now, what we're hoping is that every man has a giant penis.
Right.
I'm a size queen. I'll say it here, loud and proud. If you have something that's little and small, I will swallow my own tongue. I will fake a seizure. So please, if you're coming to me, and I'm talking to you, Seth, have a giant penis.
I think Seth has a big penis.
Good.
It was like, he's like 6'3".
And I know you have that gay X-ray vision.
Oh, I do. He's like 6'3", those blue eyes, that Prince Eric vibe
Love
from
it.
The Little Mermaid. I was
Hook
like,
it up.
Yeah, I'll hook you guys up. So he said these findings were astounding. He said the erect length increased significantly over time in several regions of the world and across all age groups. Well, I hope not all age groups, while no trends were identified in other penile size measurements. Penis length also showed variation by geographic region. Duh.
South America.
Yeah. But once, Africa.
Yes.
But once data was controlled for region, subject age, and subject population, it was concluded that the average penis length increased by 24% over the last 29 years.
And why was this important to find out? And what do you think is increasing the penis size? Is it people are not having Splenda in their coffee anymore?
Maybe.
Or like, what do you think is in why our penis size increasing? Is it something that we're eating?
I'll tell you, Shawn.
I mean, besides, that just didn't come out right. Go ahead.
The vaccine. I'll tell you, that's what it is. Everyone's getting vaccinated and their dicks are getting bigger.
Well, isn't that a nice promo to get vaccinated?
Yeah, yeah, because all the red states.
I'd like to see Joe Biden do that commercial.
Do you think Joe Biden has a good penis?
I never thought about Joe Biden's penis, nor did I ever want to think about Joe Biden's penis. Mm-hmm. But I think he's a decent size. I don't think he's small. I mean, I would say the previous president definitely was.
Oh God, yeah. I think Joe Biden.
And I heard he was.
And he's from Connecticut.
Exactly, Connecticut.
Approved.
You'll be here all week at the Chuckle Bucket. Thank you, Justin.
Chuckle Bucket. I think Kamala has a big penis too.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure.
You know, if I did have a dick,
tell us about it.
So big, I'd have to drag it behind me when I enter a room, kind of like a jump rope. Mm-hmm. People would I'd be like, excuse me, like I'd enter a dinner party and I'd be like, excuse me, excuse my dick, excuse my dick. Like that's my fantasy if I had a penis. I mean, I know it does sound like my balls just dropped with my low voice, but...
Just dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
Hello.
if you were a singer, you'd be like, if I had a dick. It'd be your Beyonce song.
I'd hug it in the morning.
Well, here's what he says. He says that chemical exposure could be interacting with our hormone makeup, which could be one of the many reasons this biological change is occurring. More work needs to be done to confirm exactly why, but Eisenberg says next steps may include similar research to look for biological changes in the reproductive systems of female and child populations.
So you're saying if you live near a nuclear power plant...
Like Ohio.
Right. Like the cons are, okay, maybe you're not going to have that baby, but your dick's going to be huge.
But also, is it like, I don't think it's like, oh, your penis size is growing. It's like your dick is mutating. I think that's what it probably is. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Penis. Like,
do you think that's going to be the next season of The Last of Us? Just mutated big dicks taking over?
No, but are you watching it?
I had got to episode 3 and then just got a little busy, but I thought, I mean, God bless Bill and Frank, hashtag Bill and Frank. I've never seen anything so moving in my life. And you know how I feel about the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. And this moved me like nothing, like nothing I had ever seen.
I think I was into it, and then I was like, wait, where is this going? And then he told, which one was Nick Offerman, the Frank or Bill?
I think he was Bill.
Yeah, he's like, go take a shower. I was like, oh, I get it. I know exactly what he meant.
I was there. I was there for every minute of it and bawling like a baby. And I challenge you, if you don't cry, and I don't care if you're homophobic or whatever you are, you can't cry at what that story was, then you're an animal.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Those two did not need a TaskRabbit. They had the whole thing taken care of. They were waiting for
Why
it.
don't they live close to me?
You know,
I thought about that. Like, God, that's the dude.
That's the jam right there. It's like you like, I'm never going to make fun of a bunker person ever again.
No, you want to run to Bill and Frank's house or to the Mormon temple because they've got something buried down below.
Oh,
and you're going to live.
For sure. It was so great. But it's so funny because once you get past episode 3, no spoilers, they introduce a new hybrid of cordyceps person. Well,
is it another pronoun I've got to learn?
Correct. It is known as the bloater.
Well, this month I'm also the bloater. That's
Depends on my water intake.
What a coincidence.
It's called the bloater, and at the end of the episode, it comes out, and it's like it's a clicker that has evolved over like 3 years. So it's like the virus has taken over like more than 3 years. So it's the evolution of the clicker, and it's the bloater. And they just released the guy's picture, and every gay is like, "Yes, Daddy Bloater. He
love
can
it.
bloat on me." It's like this
what?
big muscle guy covered in mushroom prosthetics, and everyone's like, "Take me."
They have good diuretics for that,
What?
for the bloaters.
What do you mean?
Like, do you know what a diuretic is?
Like
Like it helps you lose the water weight a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Like
That was
colon
such a-
broom?
Like
This podcast is brought to you in part by Colon Broom.
colon broom. Not for everyone. Just helps you if you just feel a little water weight coming on, then you take one of those, or you you've flown somewhere, you get off a plane, sometimes your ankles swell. Or
Everyone
maybe
can be a bloater.
Right.
But yeah, if you see this guy without his makeup on, you're like, whoo, Dad. But that's why I was like, if West Hollywood or LA in general had a cordyceps apocalypse, everyone would be like, oh my God, this isn't my vibe. Like, oh God, there's like all these like mushroom people. I can't.
The bloater's too old. He's
God.
29.
No fats, no femmes, no bloaters.
Just sides.
Now, speaking of size, the reason I wanted to start off with penis size is growing, not only just because you're here, but there was a bar here in Los Angeles that just made a morning talk show. And you have been there. I have been there. We have had a raucous time at this place many times. It is now closed. It's called FUBAR.
FUBAR.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, FUBAR, that always smelled like piss, shit, and vomit.
Those three: piss, shit, and vomit. To a T. That's
Always.
always. No matter how many times they
Bleached
set it
it?
ablaze.
It would also, there was a hint of bleach. A hint of bleach
Yes.
with piss, shit, and vomit. It was like Bourbon Street mixed with asshole.
Yes. So Bourbon Street. Yes. It was just that. And she's not lying. This is exactly what it was. And I actually went to Laurel Hardware last night with Evan and his friend
You
Blake.
dropping names.
Just dropping names. Laurel Hardware.
Laura Hardware, where they give you a time limit to eat.
They do. Hour
You
and a
have
half.
an hour and a half, and then they come out like the Gestapo,
And say,
they
"Yeah."
they will pick you right. They just pick you up out of your seat and then just throw you out.
I'm not finished. Yes, you are. No.
Take your carbs, queen. You're out.
But it's such a lovely space, and it's so funny because Evan's friend Blake came in from Miami. He's actually coming to the Comedy Store tonight to watch one of the shows, and we went to Laurel Hardware, and I was like, over there, like I was like an old wizard. I was like, see that awning over there? That used to be FUBAR, one of the most iconic gay bars in all of Los Angeles. Shut down during the pandemic. Like it was.
You shall not
Exactly.
pass shit or vomit.
Yes, and he lives in New York occasionally, and I was like, this was our version of like a New York
God.
underground, dirty, gritty
Dirty.
club. Dirty. And they had comedy shows there.
They had swinging dolphin shorts dick night. Like Saturday nights. I remember when our friend Randy brought me there for his birthday, and I was seeing someone, and I thought everything was great. He knew that I had a big gay following. He had met a bunch of my gay friends, and we go to the very back part of FUBAR, and we walk in, and there's all these dancers in dolphin shorts, no underwear, dicks just swinging. To me, it's a Tuesday. I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
We go to the back of the bar, we sit down with everybody, and I just see the guy I'm with just hovering in a corner, just shaking, staring at his drink. And I'm having full-on conversation. My friends are going up and grabbing the guys. And it's just, like normal. And I look over and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay?
What
and
happened?
He just looked at me and he was like, no, like he had seen a ghost, a big dick ghost.
What happened?
And we left.
You didn't see what happened to him?
No, you would have thought he was one of the Turpin kids, just like he was scarred from that. Only you would know what I'm talking about right now. The Turpin, I know. There's just don't even follow
Just
me.
Google it. Stuff will come up.
Google it.
Well, I remember I have
Scarred for
several.
life.
I have several moments. I remember God, I don't even remember what birthday it was. I had my birthday party there. Billy Francesco would host like nights there. Mario
Love
Diaz
Billy.
would DJ.
Love Mario.
Teddy
Teddy
Marcus would do.
love Teddy.
would
Keep your naming the greatest hits.
Yeah,
The
would have his
greatest
comedy nights there.
Yeah.
and
Teddy and Mikey.
Teddy and Mikey, yeah. And it would be like Julie Goldman,
Yes.
me, you, like
So fun.
a whole slew of characters, and it was so much fun. And one of the nights that I remember was I also hosted karaoke there for a hot
remember
minute.
that.
Yeah, God, I think everyone hosted. Bruce Daniels would host
Yeah.
karaoke there, but there was a birthday party that I had there that I thought I still had it where I was like, I'm gonna get on this box and dance in front of all my friends, and I get on this box and I was so fucked up that I fell off the box. And the corner of the box scratched my back.
Oh, no.
And I started bleeding all over the place.
And so then the piss, shit, and vomit went into your back.
Yeah, and I have a scar to this day from said box because that didn't stop me. Oh no, I got back up on the box,
Yeah.
fell off again.
Oh,
And-
as you should.
And Bruce was like, "Stop getting on the box." I'm like, "Man, it's my special day." God.
But what a special memory.
Oh yeah.
I mean, FUBAR was one of the best gay bars. You know, I just can't. I was shocked that it went away. That and Merrick's.
Oh, I know.
Like, you can't take my kick-ass mark. They just yanked it from me.
They
Like,
just took it away.
Like it was like my newborn, and they're like, "You can't have this.
Yes, and it's gone forever.
It's
But
going to Pharaoh."
the legacy lives on because over a couple days ago, Drew Barrymore has her show, and she brought on Alan Cumming.
Love Alan.
And so, have you watched The Traitors, by the way?
I haven't, but I did meet Alan Cummings once in this show that I hosted at the Magic Castle. And he was lovely.
I love him so much.
I mean, he's got that accent. So first of all, done did.
he's just fun and campy, and he's like-
Lovely.
I think if I saw him in person, he'd be exactly that person. I hope. I feel like Drew
He is.
Barrymore is.
He is.
But so he went on to the Drew Barrymore show, and they have been friends for years. And here's a story that came up. Drew Barrymore and Alan Cumming reminisced about a time when they went to the now shuttered West Hollywood gay bar FUBAR and participated in a contest known as B.F.D. Do you remember B.F.D?
Big fat dick party.
Yep.
How could I forget?
It was on Thursdays, and in this competition, gay men took Polaroid pictures of their penises and put the photos up on a wall. In the end, the crowd would decide which penis picture was the best of all.
Don't you love gay men?
Oh, it's the best. Barrymore's recollection, Alan Cumming won the contest during the night they went together. So Mario Diaz, who was in Huluween Dragstravaganza that I wrote with Jackie B and
Yeah.
everybody over at Hulu,
Shout out.
which was his party.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. Thank you. It was his party, and Mario Diaz had the best quote ever. Drink and tip, y'all. Drink and tip. He would say it all throughout the night. And meanwhile, you're just getting slammed with just like go-go boys just
Yeah.
bouncing around. He tweeted, I love this so much. I love you, Drew Barrymore and Alan Cumming, discussing memories of coming to my BFD party, the longest running weekly queer party in the country. Sadly, we were shut down by the pandemic. Long live BFD. We'll be back.
Yes.
So here's my recollection of BFD because I did enter into the contest.
As you should, Justin Martindale. I know things, everyone.
So you go in. And then you go down the stairs in the back, and there was a guy there, and he was like, okay, you want to enter the contest? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to win it. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to win it. You'll see it. You'll all see. So you kind of have to like fluff yourself up because they just literally like take a picture, and then they put it up on like a what are those? The washing.
So is it a bunch of guys all together just holding their dicks and trying to fluff themselves up in one room, or are you at least separated?
No, you are in it.
God.
People are looking. It's
Of course they're looking.
what is it?
Gays have a rotating swivel head.
Yeah, what did you think?
I don't know. I don't know why I thought
You
that it was
literally
like
mentioned what it
Love is
smelled
Blind.
like.
I thought it was like Love is Blind, where FUBAR has separate rooms
No.
and a wall where you can get yourself. I don't know.
You said it smelled like piss,
Piss, shit,
bleach,
vomit.
and blood. Yeah, it doesn't
right.
have like dressing rooms.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
So I went down there. Luckily, it was like right at the beginning because I like to just get in and get out, you know? And they put it up on a string with like clothespins.
Yes.
And so like, you know, you'd have a number and then they're like, oh, we have a new entry. And everyone's like, ah, you know. But it kind of got like near the end of its run, like women started doing it.
How many pictures would you say were up?
I mean, it got to like, I want to say it would be like 15 to 20.
It's a lot of
It
dick.
depends on the night. It was a Thursday night and people were like out and having a blast.
Yeah.
It was such a fun party.
I mean, you can never see enough big dick. I mean, I assume people who were small were not. I mean, did you see something and you're like, I can't believe that person put their dick?
I remember like several times you'd be like, all right. Oh, well, it looks like number 4 is a winner. And then like the Toxic Avenger would get up there and you're like, oh God.
Like a small baby.
Yeah, you're just like, gee, yeah, it'd be like a dwarf. You're like, good God. It's Brad Williams. We're like, holy shit. Tiny Thunder up there.
Pick me. Pick me.
But yeah, it was such a fun thing. And then I remember like girls started getting involved. They like put their breasts up there, and then like it got a little like
Oh, poor
but
gay
whatever.
guys.
It became an equal
Oh, you
opportunity.
liked that? Because I would have been like, hey, thanks for killing the dick party.
No, it was well. I mean, I guess it kind of was, but they never
Yeah.
really won. So it was like good for them for trying.
I know, but it's not big titty party.
Yeah.
They got those everywhere.
Yeah.
Big fucking dick party. I'm all about that. So let it be dick.
Well, as someone who's won it twice,
I knew you were going to say that.
the best.
Did you tell Seth that when you answered the door at the
I have a
taskrabbit?
plaque on the wall, like
FUBAR's big fucking dick night.
2011's grand champion.
Seth, you may want to fix this bookshelf first. This one right here. This, oh, did you see my award?
Alexa, play Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer. But that's what I loved. It was just like a fun, trashy
I
disco
love it.
party.
A hearty mazel tov
But
to you.
thank you. But do you know what you get when you win?
I'm hoping another big fucking dick.
No, you don't get, you win. You win a basket. Well, what did I win?
A trip to the AIDS mobile
No,
testing?
no. Even
Okay.
better.
All right.
You get a gigantic, ridiculous basket of just lube. I remember I won like this gigantic basket of lube. And I was like,
What?
yeah, that was it. And I remember like walking
Very
out.
presumptuous
Yeah.
that you need that lube.
I know. I did. I left it there.
Of course.
I was like,
Who
I'm not
even
taking
needs
this
lube.
home.
I mean, listen, I know gays are particular about I'm a top, I'm a bottom. I'm not. I am. If I've got to be versatile, so can you.
Yeah.
And really, I'm proud of the ladies that
Yeah.
don't need lube for that. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if it's a big fucking dick. I'll give you guys some pointers later.
It was the best. But here's going back to Drew Barrymore. I had an experience with Drew Barrymore at FUBAR. And I think I actually commented on Mario's post because I was like, holy shit, there was a night when it was pouring down rain, random, right? Pouring down rain. And I was with several of my friends and we were like, let's go to FUBAR. And we went soaking wet in the rain. And we go in there and they had like pots and cups all on the floor to collect the rain because there were so many holes in the ceiling.
That's totally shocking, Justin.
And I remember looking up at the bar and it was Drew Barrymore and she was bartending in the back. And I was like, wait a minute. Why is Gertie behind the bar right now? And she was having a blast. She was like soaking wet, just making drinks. And she's like, hey, can you help me go to the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because it was soaking wet on the floor and she didn't want to fall. We're not having Drew Barrymore,
Right.
like fracture her skull
Exactly.
at FUBAR. Not like this. She's worked too hard. So I remember grabbing her arm and I escorted her to the bathroom, which was the dirtiest, grossest bathroom
Again,
ever.
very shocking, Justin.
I know. And I waited like a gentleman. And she gets out and I grabbed her arm again and walked her back up to the bar. And she was like, can I get you a shot? And I was like, oh, yes, Drew Barrymore, you totally can.
A lovely story.
So she makes me a shot. She's like, there you go. And then the guy who's like behind the bar is like, oh no, Drew, we're not giving out free shots. He's got to pay for that. And she's like, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
can't she go?
It's like, oh my God, Drew Barrymore's taking her shot back.
But couldn't she have just gone, I got that? Like, was she destitute? Like, doesn't Drew Barrymore have a credit card?
I don't know. It was just so funny because she's like, this is on me. And they're like, actually, we're not passing out shots. She's like, oh, sorry.
So she took it back. I mean, that's really your story is like, can we reach in and can you get the $10, Drew?
So when I get booked on the Drew Barrymore show one day, I'm just going to be like, Drew.
Were you out of money that night?
Yeah.
Could you not make rent that week?
I'm going to give her a shot and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It was very sweet. And I loved that moment. It was a really, really.
We're not giving out free shots. Okay.
I know.
How about bleach? Can you give out free bleach?
No. I'm getting like scurvy over here.
Mesothelioma.
Yeah, I've got
Can you help me out?
I've got chlamydia and I didn't even do anything. I just showed up. It was a fun
Well, I
time.
like that story a lot.
It's a good. But R.I.P. B.F.D.
You're a Southern gentleman.
God, it was a gnarly time. Okay, so new couples alert. This is actually fun, and they don't involve Pete Davidson or
Well, is there anyone else?
No, really, no one.
Speaking of big fucking dicks, right?
Right? Yeah, he kill that night.
Yeah.
But no Megan Fox, no Machine Gun Kelly this week.
They're done.
Here's one that I actually thought was interesting, and I try to stay away from the Kardashians as much as I can.
We all do.
We all do. But this one popped up because I was like, really? We've got two.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple is Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny. They were seen on a secret date in LA with model friends Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber.
Boy, this story gets more annoying.
Host and celebrity gossiper Dumois broke the news that the pair were seen supposedly more than cozy at the Bird Streets Club in West Hollywood on Sunday. Now, I have no idea where the Bird Streets Club is.
They look like they're in Turkey at a Turkish bath.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah, that's true. It is. But okay, so Bad Bunny just broke up with his girlfriend of a year ago recently.
Right.
And here they are. They're all in the car. I don't know. Who is that in the back?
That is the...
that looks like Chrissy Teigen and the Babadook had a baby.
Yeah. It's the shunned redheaded stepsister Kardashian in the back. I don't know.
Leave me alone. I'm Janet Kardashian. So the single famous model sister, Kendall, was seen playing tonsil hockey with Bad Bunny at a private club over the weekend. She then revealed it was indeed the famous Kardashian member who is now single after splitting with her off again boyfriend, Devin Booker. So they said that they were leaving this club in West Hollywood. She left the club, got into her car to leave. 2 minutes later, they were pulled into Bad Bunny's car over around the corner, and then they were seen making out.
You know, Kendall Jenner actually seems like the most normal.
She does.
Of the whole Kardashian crew.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bunny. Yes, I enjoy his music. Yes, I appreciate a Latin Hispanic man. Okay, over and over, I do. I will be the first to say I like a man who's brown. I will say that day in and day out. But Bad Bunny, he's got this kind of douchery to him.
You think so?
Just a lot of it, and I know he's trying to stick out with his outfits, but him. Like when he enters, like on the basketball courts, and he's got like practically a bag over his head. No, sometimes he's walking around with an actual, like the unknown comic. He's walking around with the bag, and it's like.
But no one questions that anymore in LA.
If you don't want people to look at you, just take the fucking bag off your head. And so I find him more annoying than her, and I find that this relationship's going to last. My bet. 30 minutes. It's over. And now he's at FUBAR for Big Dick Night.
Here's the thing about Bad Bunny. I could not name one of his songs. I could not. I know he's like collabed on several of them, but I know he's headlining Coachella this year.
Yeah.
And I know he sounds like this. And I don't know what it is, but I get it. It's very hypnotic. It sounds like a sound bath at Joshua Tree.
Yes.
But it's very, there's something about him that I think is very sexy, and it drives me insane that I can't figure it out.
Well, it's definitely not his name.
Well, his name is Benito.
Okay. Why didn't he just go by Benito? I would have
Because
dropped my
Bad
pants.
Benito is not.
Yeah, you can't be bad. You can just be Benito, like Madonna, like Cher,
Benito. Or like
Screech.
But I think this friend's called him Benny. Benny.
But Benito.
Bad Bunny.
If I had a guy that came up to me and he goes, hola. I know I sound like Puss in Boots. Hola. Hola.
Your Bad Bunny impression is just Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots.
You killed my father. My name is Benito.
Yeah.
And I would like to make mad, passionate love to you. I would be like, take your pants off. Now,
Let's
a guy
go.
comes up to me and goes, hello, my name is Bad Bunny. Do you have a carrot? I'd like to make... Done. No, walk away. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Turn around.
I honestly, I don't think this is going to last because social media has something to say about this. And what they say is that they are not happy
Haterade.
with this pairing, mostly due to the fact they'd rather see him with another star. These rumors about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner making out in a club got me sick to my stomach, someone tweeted. Another person said, why Kendall Jenner, though? Bad Bunny and her don't match. Not to be mean, but she doesn't even speak Spanish.
Wow.
And then another person said, not a Kardashian Jenner coming to ruin another successful celebrity. Keep them demons away from Benito.
At least people know he's Benito.
Well, I think it is kind of funny because a lot of people were posting that that scene from Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
With Kristen where she's like, hola, mi casa, en la escuela de
So
la...
what? I mean, the guy, he speaks English. Like, I find that, like, people need to decide because someone is from a different culture or a different race, and therefore they've got to be with that same person. I mean, look around. We're all mixing it up these days, and it's not 1812.
Right. And you know what?
South.
It is. And why can't celebrities go on a date with one another just for the night? Get in, get out,
Whatever.
bye, we
That's
had fun.
her prerogative, and I'm sure he's got flavor to him.
Oh.
I would expect he has a little more flavor than she does. But again,
sure.
I'm not
I don't
completely
think Bad Bunny,
mad at her. I've
Bad
never
Bunny
been
doesn't
mad.
drink Pepsi. So,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
That's true.
Watch, it's going to cut to be like, he's the new spokesperson. Do your research.
Yes. Oh, I like this picture way better.
Another couple that's making news is Lucas Gage and Chris Appleton.
Wow.
Are you familiar with these guys?
A little familiar. More of Lucas looks familiar. I would like to get to know Chris. I'd like to see them on XTube having sex.
Oh.
So,
Do you watch XTube?
no.
Okay.
But
A girl can dream.
But I would. I've just been busy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make it a point, maybe tonight, later.
Yeah.
But do we have to tell people what XTube is?
No. My
Okay.
listeners know what XTube
Okay.
is. And
All
if
right.
my listeners know, then they should know what X Hamster is, which is just a weird name, but like, you're welcome.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I know Sniffies, but I don't know.
I don't know that. I think now we're just like making up.
Listen, don't go on Sniffies.
Okay, I
this
won't.
is where you go to get gay murdered.
Oh,
so,
God. Well,
yeah.
thank you for the heads up.
You're welcome.
But Lucas Gage, he is on this season of You on Netflix.
Yep.
He was also the guy
Whose ass was eaten in the White Lotus first season?
Oh, wow.
He's doing
Your ass is eaten.
he is doing well for himself, and Chris Appleton is
Sounds like the country singer.
that's Chris Stapleton.
I know.
But Chris Appleton,
And I know Chris Stapleton's not eating another man's ass. I'm
that
gonna
would,
put all
I am not watching that on Sniffies.
Nobody.
Absolutely not. You can sing
Or
the national
hamster.
anthem, but not in another man's butt.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Sorry. Think of Seth. Think of Seth. Happy thoughts. Happy
Got
thoughts.
it. Chris Appleton is a celebrity hairstylist to the likes of Dua Lipa. He has done Jennifer Lopez, and he's more famously known for doing Kim Kardashian's hair.
He's a cute guy. Super
Well-
sexy, but he looks like a daddy.
Well,
compared
he is a daddy.
Well, he's not that old, but
He
compared
had no
to
meaning.
this kid.
He has 2 grown children. Like yeah.
Wait, was he hetero?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So here's what's happening. They've gone online and they posted an Instagram. I think they actually went Instagram official the other day as they shared pictures of their holiday in the St. Regis Punta Mita, famous from the Housewives resort
God,
in
love
Mexico.
it.
We're going to Punta Mita.
Puta minta.
In a series of sun-drenched images, the guys can be seen off-roading, yeah, bro, around the hotel's 1,500-acre
Yeah.
private peninsula.
That looks like a kidnapping.
Well, Lucas is 27.
Yeah, he looks though like he's 16 compared to that guy.
And Chris is 39 years old.
Oh my God, he's practically dead in Hollywood.
Well, no, he doesn't need it because he's a celebrity hairstylist. So they have said like, oh, Joyride in the captions and La Mejor, which I'll have to ask Bad Bunny what that means after this podcast. But yeah, they've made it Instagram official. So Chris Appleton has like these 2 grown children. I want to say they're like 18 and 19 years old. He had them when he was like a baby. Like,
Yeah.
and so now,
I mean, they're a good-looking couple.
oh
but
my
it's just-
God.
That Lucas does look he looks like he just got like barely bar mitzvahed next to that guy. And so that's, it's just for a moment. It looks like dad and son.
I had no idea that he was gay.
Well, I think he didn't either.
I mean, until White Lotus happened. I think he was like, these dreams, I think I am kind of here for it. This is a gay couple that I could get behind, no pun intended.
But I love it.
But yeah, I hope this one works out. Now, some people are saying that Chris Appleton is a serial dater. This isn't going to work. This is just kind of a
So
fling.
Chris is not newly gay. He's
No. He's been out for a while.
Okay.
And like, of course, like some of his past boyfriends have just been like, Seth.
yeah.
TaskRabbits.
He's definitely going to rotate this kid out.
I hope not,
I hope not.
You're
but-
39.
But you and I are romantics.
Yeah. But I think he is too. He seems very charming.
You had a conversation with him? Where did we have this imaginary conversation?
To be honest, I think I had to mute Chris Appleton. I followed him on Instagram and I had to mute him because I was like,
Yeah.
too damn attractive.
Yeah.
You're too sexy.
Who's better looking? Is it, if you had to make Sophie Justin's choice?
Okay.
Is it Chris Appleton or Seth from The TaskRabbit?
I'm going to plead the fifth and say Evan.
Wow, that's so boring. If Evan, let's say.
Well, it's Chris Appleton.
Okay, let's just say.
Oh, wait, I answered.
Let's just wait. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I was just gonna be like, let's say Liam Neeson called. He called Evan. He said, Evan, you're about to be taken. In 5 minutes, Justin's got to choose Chris Appleton or
Lucas Gage?
no.
Wait.
Or Seth, the repairman.
Or Seth. Oh.
Yes. So it's Chris Appleton you
Chris
choose.
Appleton, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He's successful. He's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because Detox from RuPaul's Drag Race commented on their pictures saying, my 2 dads. And I'm like, okay, Detox, come on now.
Well, she is detox.
I know, but I love her. She has a new energy supplement. I'm crazy for it. It's like a hangover pill. It really works.
Really, this may be a gayer conversation than Big Dick Night. So, yeah.
Oh, well, strap in and strap on. Let's start with something a little less gay. Adele. Now, this is just a story. I just want to talk about the royals for a minute. How do you feel about Meghan and all that?
I'm exhausted
Me too.
from it.
So we're just going to stay really simple on this because I
Yes.
honestly don't care. Recently, Meghan Markle and Harry have done their exhausting world tour of just
Yes.
leave us alone. South Park made fun of them.
Love it.
And Meghan was really upset about
And
it.
they didn't say their names. South Park doesn't ever say
Yeah.
Prince Harry
and
or
Meghan.
Meghan, but the cartoons, I mean, it's
You
them.
know. So Meghan Markle, of course, is upset about something because it's a day ending in day. And she just was like, in the episode of South Park, which was called the Worldwide Privacy Tour, South Park made fun of them. And they said that Meghan is not happy about it. The Duchess is reportedly upset and overwhelmed and annoyed and refuses to watch it.
It's a cartoon. Who cares?
She is just a royal commentator even suggested that the episode could even bring on a lawsuit. Well, heads up, as of today, they say they're not going to pursue suing South Park.
Why are you suing South Park?
Because
you're
they're
up for
pussies.
fodder. You're a spoof now. And if you're going to put that all in the public light, we have a First Amendment that lets you say what you want.
In England, we don't.
As parody. And it's a parody. It's a parody.
Well, and that's the whole thing was that in the episode, they're holding signs and they're going on a talk show going, leave us alone. We want our privacy. And it's
funny.
Like, oh, I'm really upset. Get out of here, Megan.
Whatever. You fled, you left, you told your story over and over and over. You're not going to get the crown jewels.
But it's also so funny. Yeah, done. Bye. Get out of here.
And I believe this shit happened to them. I do believe it. I felt bad for that. But now the gig's up. Now we got to figure out, start working on curing cancer.
Do something.
Do something else.
Yeah, I'm going to start a podcast. Girl, come on.
Yeah, I mean, she's been in the business.
But also, how many times has
start
South Park...
acting again.
South Park made fun of Barbara Streisand, has made fun of Jennifer Lopez, has made fun of Michael Jackson. Like, get
Tom
out
Cruise.
of Tom Cruise. No one's ever been like, I'm going to sue South Park. Like, get out of here.
She's sensitive.
She's annoying.
And then he just does what she says.
Oh, he's so whipped. I thought Harry was so hot. He was the hottest brother, and now I'm just like, oh, get out of here.
Well, I have a genuine fear of redheaded men.
Oh, I have a thing. There's like something that I'm like.
When we've talked about that, because I never want to be, I never want to be fucking Ralph Malph or Howdy Doody. But there is a weird thing with redheaded men. We've talked about this. Redheaded men, for whatever like God has forsaken, maybe with some of their looks, and I'm not saying all, but most, comes a giant penis, a big, girthy. Let's see, we're back to dick. God damn.
I mean, here we are.
You dickmatized me.
I'm talking about the Royals,
That's
and
a
you're
shout
like,
out to you, Johnny McGovern. But but they do. And I remember ending up with a guy once I met on J-Date, and I thought his hair was brown. And I remember getting together with him, and it was like a Coke can. And I was like, God bless this man. And then the light shone through his window the next morning, and I saw the red.
oh yeah.
And I said, oh my God, do you have red? He's like, yeah, I have auburn hair. And I just quietly, oh, thank you very much.
This transaction has ended.
Is over. Walk of shame out of there. Never talk to Coke can again.
Oh.
I know, that's so shallow.
Where do you think Red Rocket is now?
I think he actually came to a 4th of July party of mine, and then he had sex with my friend because she knew he had a big dick.
Good for... Sisters are doing it for themselves. Oh, we'll get into that in a minute. But back to Adele. So Adele and Ed Sheeran and other celebrities are rejecting King Charles's coronation concert invitation.
As they should.
Why?
Listen, King Charles, you're watching The Crown, and I know
love it.
Some of it is, sensationalized, but come on. Like, he kept Diana down.
Yeah.
And I do believe the royal family ended up killing her. I have to believe that.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
I've
I
always
just felt
thought that.
bad for that story, whether, it's exaggerated for the viewers, but you can tell by the way her kids were affected that this was her life.
Yeah.
And I know he loved Camilla before her, and they made him marry her. But it seemed like he treated her like shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was jealous of her. And I know he's waited 172 years to become king, but I don't want to see him as king, and I don't want to look at Camilla either. I've never liked them.
Camilla is just, I'm sorry, and she just looks like the Kraken has just has unleashed from the bottom of the ocean floor.
Justin and I love a Kraken reference.
Just like a beware the Kraken, Camilla.
Release.
Yeah, it's just like, girl, we know what the jig is up. Exactly. We know what you did.
She's actually, someone texts me and then they asked me, is Camilla the queen? I said, no, she's the queen.
Consort.
She's the queen consort, but she is getting to wear the queen's crown.
It's so weird.
And I think the queen would have died a second time if she saw that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm like, ugh, it's just so gross. It's like Lady Tremaine's Cinderella, where like the husband passes away And, you know, the stepmother's just like, oh, looks wonderful on me. And the kids are like, no. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It makes me sad.
it's just gross.
I hate that whole affair shit.
Yeah.
It's never
It's
gonna
just gross.
bode well with me.
Well, and of course, the excuses that Ed Sheeran, who is a Red Rocket,
I know, and I do love Ed Sheeran's music. And
he's so talented.
I like who he is,
Yeah.
and I think I could be with Ed Sheeran because of his music, but I'd still have to have a lot of drinks.
Yeah, but I'm
Oh
in
my
love with
God,
body.
who am I?
The shape of you,
Yeah.
and Shivers.
He's very talented.
Very talented.
and he seems like a kind person. So I could be with him
But they're also saying that the excuse that they're not going is like, oh, it's our schedules and all
for the
that stuff.
coronation, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to sing.
So this reminds me of like when Trump was like trying to get like his people,
Yeah.
like people to come over to him,
and he
it's
got Chachi to
like,
sing. He was like,
Scott Baio.
can you
and,
sing, Scott Baio?
Yeah, we're gonna get you know, who could perform at King Charles's coronation?
Maybe like Mr. or
Milli Vanilli. Oh, they
Milli
died,
Vanilli.
or one of them dies.
One of
Just
them.
Vanilli.
Just Vanilli.
How about I'm sure
Maybe
Tiffany's available.
Tiffany or Rico Suave.
Rico Suave, yeah.
Rico Suave. Yeah.
Rico.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or
some.
who's the Gingham Style guy?
Oh yeah, where's he at?
I don't know. Maybe he's at Big Dick Night,
Well,
getting
I don't-
himself hard.
You know, everyone was blaming bats and shit for COVID, and I think it was Gangnam Style. we let Gangnam Style early on in this country, and it just took over. I never
they could
was
get
a fan.
like Weird Al Yankovic.
No, not even Weird Al. Not
Would
Weird
be
Al.
awesome though. But see, he's not British.
Maybe like Rebecca Black. Friday, gonna get down on Friday. That would be amazing.
Rebecca Black would be great.
She would be good. I think
She's available.
She is very available. You know who's not available? Pink and Christina Aguilera. Now, going from the King's coronation to one of the best gay anthems of all time. This is a nice throwback. I like a good throwback every now and then. To the early 2000s, one of my favorite movies, Moulin Rouge, directed by Baz Luhrmann,
Great movie. I agree.
who directed Elvis, nominated for Oscars.
Did you see
this
the
year.
musical?
No, I refuse.
I'm telling you.
It's awful.
No. Let me just tell you this right now.
What?
I'm going to tell you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, as a gay man myself,
Uh-huh.
musicals, I never thought anything would be better than Les Mis.
No.
Hear me out. Then came Rent, but still loved Les Mis because that story has heart.
Uh-huh.
I have seen Wicked. I've seen The Lion
Don't get me
King.
started.
I have seen Kinky Boots.
Uh-huh.
I have seen nothing, felt nothing, hollow inside.
Mm-hmm.
Moulin Rouge, the musical, and I only was told to see it because my friend was friends with the set designer when in the beginning makings of it before it went to Broadway, and the choreographer.
The choreographer?
Did I say choreographer? Choreographer, don't mind me. I just had a stroke. Choreographer and the choreographer.
I love a choreographer.
Oh my God. Just whatever. Just take me out in the back and shoot me.
It's okay,
The
Paul. I'll do it.
choreographer is Sonia Taye from So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh, okay.
So she choreographed this whole musical, which one, as you know, I am, and you are, I am a So You Think You Can Dance fan, in and out. She choreographed this show, but I thought, okay, I heard it was really great. I go to see it. The lead was probably the best lead I've seen.
Did you see with Aaron Tveit?
I can't remember his name, but I saw
was in
Michael
Les Mis,
Crawford as the Phantom. Like
He was in Les Mis, the movie. He played.
I don't think it was him.
Okay.
This guy was so good, and the men were so good. I'd never seen, and it was like the movie, and even more so.
Yeah, they introduced like a whole nother.
Justin,
Okay,
you would have loved it. Now I don't know if the cast has changed because it left,
probably.
But this cast, the male cast, was out of this world.
Okay. I just heard it was just like a big mashup of just songs. And
It was great.
Okay. Well, Pink and Christina Aguilera were in the iconic song Lady Marmalade featuring Maya, Lil Kim's old face.
Yeah.
And one of them. And it was just like such an anthem. And this news came out because Pink has a new album that just came out called Trust Fall, which is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I love her.
It's really good. Listen to it on the way home. Like, it's awesome.
Okay.
And she went on Kelly Clarkson and like they sang the song together. And Kelly Clarkson and Pink, make it happen already. That's what we want. Super Bowl next year. I'm calling it Kelly Clarkson, Pink. Kelly Clarkson do the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm calling it right now.
Come from the Silks.
Oh,
She's
she
really
should.
good. I saw her in concert.
Oh,
with
Pink? I was like, Kelly
with
Clarkson
Justin.
is not suspending anytime soon.
Definitely, no, she's not. She's not. But I did meet Kelly Clarkson once.
Yeah.
And she was probably hands down one of the nicest people
She's
I've
a
ever met.
Texas girl.
She
I've
is.
always been Kelly Clarkson's number one
Yeah,
fan.
she just kept
I
saying to
love
me,
her.
"Oh my gosh, you smell so good. You smell so good." And then I panicked. And I suddenly yelled, "It's a vanilla body spray from Walgreens."
And she was like, that's why I love it.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of home. So here's some tea that came out from 2001. And I love it because Pink says in this interview that she and Christina Aguilera did not really get along. This was to BuzzFeed UK. She says it wasn't really fun to make the video, which the video was so
Awesome.
everything.
So wait, Pink is saying that Christina Aguilera and her didn't really get
Yes,
along.
she's like, the video wasn't very fun to make, and she ranks Lady Marmalade in last place of all of her favorite to least favorite music videos. She says, I'm all about fun, and it was like a lot of fuss. There were some personalities. Kim and Maya were nice, leaving out Christina Aguilera. So back in 2001, Pink described the video, which was filmed in LA. It featured Missy Elliott as well. Red One. Was it Red One? How did she say? Rockwaller, baby. As a circus on acid.
Choreographer.
Yeah. She's like, Rockwaller, baby. Yeah. Okay. I'm very white.
You really know that.
The ladies' new version of the song was originally recorded by 70s group La Belle and this was on the Moulin Rouge soundtrack. The video is going to be dope, Aguilera teased back in 2001. We're going to be having cabaret costumes. It's something you've never seen from us before, so it's going to be fun. She then added, I'm a fan of all of theirs, and just be in the same song doing something with them, collaborating, which I love to do, is a really big thing for me. So while Lady Marmalade remains one of the most iconic music videos of all time, it seems Pink and Aguilera haven't fully moved on from their alleged years-long feud. Tension seemingly ignited in the recording studio when trying to determine which vocalist would sing certain parts of the Grammy-winning song. I've always known this.
Smart.
So Ron Fair walked in, the label executive for the song. He says he didn't say hi to any of us and said, what's the high part? What's the most singing part? Christina's going to take that part, Pink claimed back in 2009 in her VH1 Behind the Music special. And I stood up and I said, hi, how are you? So nice of you to introduce yourself. I'm Pink. She will not be taking that part. I think that's what the fucking meeting's about.
Oh, shit.
Woo.
You know what? Would you ever, Pink kind of makes me nervous. I feel like Pink could take anyone.
Well,
down.
wait for this. Years later, in a 2017 Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen appearance, Pink allegedly swung. Oh, wait. Pink says that Christina Aguilera swung on her in a club. We were super young and super new. Yeah, at the whole fame thing. I think I'm an alpha and she's an alpha, and I'm used to taking my altercations physical, and she's used to having them verbal. We're just very different, Pink said about the situation.
I would never. I'd be
Ever.
So I would never swing at Pink.
Never.
But I would swing at Christine Aguilera. I think I could take her.
No,
But I
you
don't
couldn't.
think I could take. You don't think I could take Christina Aguilera?
No one can take Christina. I think she's got that sonic blast of like, and like the sonar just kind of blows you back. Like she'll just and then your eyes start bleeding and you're like, no, like then you melt like a Nazi in Indiana Jones. That's what she does. I'd be afraid. I mean, but honestly, I think I think Pink is such a phenomenal vocalist. I think
She is.
Christina, but I also think. Do you remember that video? I thought Pink was my favorite in that video.
She was great.
Gorgeous.
Where did Christina Aguilera go? Is she in the dungeon at Big Fucking Dick Night? Where
Probably.
is she?
She did come on stage. She did headline Pride last year with
She
Kim Petras.
did?
Yeah.
Maybe she's just working for the taskrabbit. Christina.
She did
Aguilera.
have a rabbit attached to her body on the show at the she had like a big green
Weird.
dildo on. It
It's
was
kind of
weird.
like, where's her albums? Like, what happened?
I don't know. I think
She's one of the
just-
biggest voices.
Yeah, she still is, but I think it's just she's just kind of like living a little bit,
Okay, I'll give her that.
But Pink is, I mean, do you remember like when Pink started out, she was like a little like hardcore.
A little, yes.
Yeah. she'd
That's
be like-
why I wouldn't take on Pink.
Yeah, she's like, isn't she from Philly too?
And she is married to the skater guy.
Yeah.
Like she just looks tough.
She also-
looks tough. Her kids look tough.
Yeah.
The husband,
They're all
everybody looks tough.
but it's like so sweet. I bet she's just really, really
I'd be
sweet
like,
inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, Pink.
Yeah, she does acrobats. She flies over the damn
no, I'm
audience.
not taking on Pink.
Yeah. And she also had a very infamous lyric called Sometimes It Bees Like That. There you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go. There you go, talk about your woman that sometimes it bees like that. Remember?
Yes.
And we were like, she's
you remember
right.
it better, but yes.
Yeah, sometimes it bees like that. So I don't think there's a feud. I think they've moved on, but I do like Pink. Because I remember that video, like Christina was like really, really skinny with that big lion hair. And she was, and they all kind of were just doing their thing, but she was a little extra.
She's always extra.
She's always extra.
I mean, to me, she did stick out in that video more than anybody else.
But I liked Pink. She was my favorite.
I know. And I'm going to call her and tell her.
No one's talking about Lil Kim's infamous lyrics.
Well,
Hey,
she's moved on to
Hey.
what face?
Remember? No one's quoting that anymore. All right. Well, we've got a couple more stories, and then we'll head out of here because Lil Kim did have the best rap in Lady Marmalade, which was the only rap. Now, this rap is stirring up some controversy. Ariana DeBose rap at the BAFTAs. Now, we were talking before the show. Do you know what the BAFTAs stand for?
Big asshole. Big asshole from Texas, Arizona.
You think Texas starts with an F?
No, I said big asshole from
Texas, Arizona.
Do the acronym, sir.
British Affairs for the Arts. I don't
Wow,
know.
I was so off.
I don't know. I guess. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's the British Academy.
I believed you.
British
I don't know if
Academy.
my voice just cracked like Bobby Brady, but it did. I was like, when it's time to change.
This is the British. Hold on. I just had it. The British Association for Film and Television Awards. Did I just nail it?
British Association Film TV Award.
That has to be it. Okay. Anyways.
We're still not sure, but go ahead.
We don't know. But so Ariana DeBose, who won the Oscar last year for her portrayal of Rita Moreno's character in West Side Story, which was great. I loved it.
Didn't see it.
Oh, it's really good.
I know. Pull my gay card. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's really good. Very colorful. So she is getting a whole bunch of heat because she sang this song at the beginning.
Right.
Which was Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. And she goes into that, and then she kind of goes off script.
Yes.
And she does this whole rap that people on social media kind of came for because the way it was edited. She starts naming all the nominees.
Yeah, it was bad.
She did a whole, I don't know if you saw, she's like, Angela Bassett did the thing. Angela Bassett did the thing. And everyone's like, okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis, what are you?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, we're here for you.
2X and a Y.
Yeah.
Like you don't know.
What was the, Viola Davis, the Woman King. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
bad.
It was BAFTA.
Bad.
It was BAFTA. So
BAFTA.
everyone kind of went off and was like, what the fuck was this? Now, since then, she has deleted her Twitter.
Oh, that's sad.
No. So,
People so mean.
yeah, and so that's what they're saying. The producer, Nick Boland, says the Twitter criticism of her performance was incredibly unfair. Speaking to Variety the morning after the telecast, the producer, who was backstage during the London Awards ceremony honoring the best movies of the year, shared that the West Side Story star put the whole piece together with her team, working closely with the musical director and choreographer, or as Shawn would say, a choreographer. And didn't deserve the vitriol.
I actually checked that with President Bush, George Bush, so it's correct.
We love a good George Bush reference on this show.
Thank you.
So she went into this rap saluting the award's female nominees. Angela Bassett did the thing. Some people were saying it was a nod to Madonna's Vogue, where she's kind of naming off like these celebrities, whatever. But that's what sucks, is that it cuts to the audience and they're all just kind of like staring at her like, what is she doing? The song immediately received backlash online from viewers who branded it as painful to watch. The CEO of British production company says the trolling is incredibly unfair, to be frank. And it just kind of went on and on and on. Now, here's what I'm saying. Don't watch the BAFTAs. If you're like, who's watching the BAFTAs?
I didn't even know it was a thing.
It's the British Oscars, pretty much.
I think I'd rather get a mammogram than watch the BAFTAs. You know, it's people are cruel, and that's what it comes down to. That's why I have a show called Social Media Meltdowns, because people have just verbal diarrhea to say to anybody, and it's super crazy. And who are they to critique her? So what? I mean, we can critique her on this because we can.
Yeah.
But it's like to really go personally and reach out and take that moment to reach out to this. This girl's just trying to entertain people. So, all right, you know, it was a bad choice. Someone gave her bad advice.
Well, no,
move on.
It's not even that. It's just the BAFTAs were known for having low energy and just kind of like
knowing what BAFTA stands for. Yeah. How about you get a new show and name it something else? BAFTA's horrible.
Well, and I mean, look at the nominees this year. It's like, like Tar. Let's amp it up a little bit. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, and they said, here's a statement. They said that I think a lot of people don't like the change, and there's a view that the BAFTAs have to be slightly stiff, traditional British, Middle England messaging, and that the American awards shows are more razzmatazz, more showbiz, and I think people were just kind of thrown off by it. Now, had she gone down off the steps and slapped Cate Blanchett, then probably people would be like, oh, we're going to talk about this for a year and a half, you know?
Right.
But I mean, you know what? Leave her alone. You know what? She has an Oscar and you don't.
Exactly.
But I thought it was actually kind of fun and stupid.
Leave her alone.
But I think that's so sad. She's like getting bullied and then like I have
terrible.
to delete my social medias.
Yeah,
people,
that's crazy.
People are trash.
Mean.
Okay.
Shame.
Well, we have a couple more stories, and I wanted to save this one for you because you and I have a. How are we on time? Are we okay?
It's
3 o'clock.
It's 9 hours later. We're good.
No, we're not.
We're good.
Fine.
I just actually carried a baby to term in the time that we
good.
sat
Good.
here.
Congratulations.
Oh, who am I kidding? My eggs are dead. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, during the pandemic, I remember you and I were in touch, and there was like the story of like murder hornets, and I was like, well, great, here we go. We either have UFOs, murder hornets,
Spiders. Justin and I always love to talk, especially when we're working on the game show together. We love to talk about how frightening spiders. And hornets and bees, anything that's like living that can attack you.
Anything
alligators.
that like just like pops up and snatches. I'm like,
and
no.
tries to murder you in your sleep.
Yeah. If there's a spider on a wall and I see someone with like a plastic cup trying to catch it and then it jumps on their face and lays its eggs down its throat, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Blowtorch it, burn the house down. This video went viral because I'm sure everyone saw it.
Yeah.
It's coming out of Malaysia, or as I like to call it, shocking. While sleeping at night. So this video, this family heard a tapping in the middle of the night in their ceiling, and they called somebody to come over, and they poked at it, and they saw that there was a wriggle coming out of it, and they realized it was a snake. So then they decided that they were going to tap the part of the ceiling supporting the weight of the snake, but part of the ceiling then broke, revealing it wasn't just one enormous snake, but at least
Oh my
3.
God. DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1. Snakes.
Look at those things.
No. Snakes falling from the ceiling. Justin, this is my fear factor. This and dropping me in the middle of Burning Man with no makeup. These, hands down, are 2 of the worst things like you could do with me. And I would be immobile with fear.
Do you have a big fear of snakes?
I have a fear of snakes.
Yeah.
I have a fear.
Sneaky snakes?
Definitely sneaky snakes over snakes. So keep your uncut away from me. But I once was hiking through like the canyon, whatever, and my friend was walking behind me, and I don't even make this up. A snake was perched up in the middle of the trail hissing at me. I looked at it, I screamed at it, I jumped over it, and then I ran like Forrest Gump so fast. I left my friend behind me for dead.
Yeah.
And a guy carried her down the mountain because the snake was in front of her. And she was like, "You are the shittiest friend. You left me. You screamed at the snake. You then like
abandoned."
I did like a high jump. And I ran and I didn't look back. I was so frightened by that.
Weirdly enough, the guy carrying your friend back was Seth.
Aw,
So
damn
we
it.
don't need another hero.
Home.
I'm not deathly afraid. I don't have like a big snake fear. Spiders and like roaches and shit like that I can't deal with.
Spiders are terrible. Spiders, I had a guy once, big spider, grabbed it with his hand.
Fuck off. No,
I was
thank
like,
you.
"Are you an animal?"
There's like somebody posted a video it was Joel McHale because he has a new show called Animal Control out, and like he was doing promo for it, and they put like one of those gigantic tarantulas on his face.
No.
No, absolutely not.
You can offer me a lot of money. No tarantula. I can't. I don't care how small the spider is. It's trying to kill me
Yes.
and murder me in my sleep. Please take it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to save that animal. Whatever you want to think, it's a living thing. No, it's not. It's a murderous insect that's trying to kill me.
And you want to know why my fear of spiders is so strong? I'm going to give you listeners a little homework after this podcast. Google the Australian huntsman spider.
Oh my God, we have done that together. We have done that together.
There is nothing more terrifying. There was a video of like in Australia, they have these spiders that are the size of your head, and they hide up, and they tell Australians to roll their windows up in their car and to leave their visors down, because sometimes those spiders crawl up in there. And when you pull your visor down, this thing will fall into your lap.
Yep.
I'm sorry, if I'm late to work already, haven't had my coffee, and this thing is it falls on my face in my car, I'm setting the car ablaze.
Yes. Those spiders are so big, they wear shoes. Like it is nothing like I have ever seen. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's terrifying. Please, I ask, please let me never face that spider.
I've done that before, where like I've seen a big spider, and I go to the bathroom and I grab my hairspray and I grab my lighter and I blow.
You torch it.
Sure, there might be a burn mark on my wall.
So what if the apartment building burns down?
Don't care. At least I killed something demonic.
And you saved everybody from dying in their sleep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome. God. Okay. Well, let's get rid of those night terrors. Our final story is about love. Now, this kid, and I say kid because the headline reads, teen trolled for proposing to his soulmate, who is a 76-year-old woman.
Who's fallen and can't get up.
Yeah, but I forgot to mention, this 76-year-old woman is a billionaire. Okay. This is Giuseppe Deanna, who's 19.
Wait, her name is Giuseppe?
No, his name.
I was like, isn't that a man's name?
Giuseppe, who's 19, has been trolled after posting a TikTok that appears to show him proposing to his 76-year-old girlfriend.
Oh.
An Italian teen has gone viral on TikTok after he proposed to a woman that many mistook for his grandmother.
Nana is getting laid.
She's
huh?
getting laid. So this woman is 76 years old. He's claiming that she is his soulmate. It's clocked up more than... I mean, love is blind, right?
Sure is.
The video's clocked over more than 20 million views, and it features a photo of the youngster popping the question while going down on bended knee. The teen, who was born in 2003, is subsequently seen smooching his gray-haired fiancée born in 1946 when dicks were small. Who appears overjoyed by the proposal. La nostra promesa, Deanna captioned the clip, which translates to our promise. Now, here they are. They're very cute. She's got like a blue Jessica Wellington, like bitchy, like front dye job here. And here's them proposing.
Oh my God. He gave her stupid balloons. Like, shame on him.
He's 19. He's lucky he can even afford a ring.
If a guy proposed to me with 19 heart balloons, that is just reason number one. I'd be like, the answer is no.
Yeah, I get that. But here's the kicker. If we go further down, let's go further down.
But maybe Nana, if she just holds on to them, she's going to be like that cartoon Up.
Oh, like the little old man in Up.
Bye, Nana, billionaire. I got your money.
Yeah. Yeah. And then.
Bye.
I hope
Bye,
it.
Giuseppe.
But,
Bello. Ciao, bello, Giuseppe. Ciao, bello.
Oh, it's like a little Italian romance.
Look at me trolling Nana.
But somebody said, how many billions does Grandma have in her account?
Yeah, I'll marry Grandma.
Yeah. I mean, but I actually think she is a billionaire. I think it's somewhere in this article. Okay.
Did we make that up?
No.
She is a billionaire.
I'm pretty sure this woman has money. But that's the thing. It's like, oh, no. It's not about the money. They're in love. It's normal.
You hope she has money, because if this guy is just betting this woman, then it's very disturbing. Not that it isn't disturbing already. She has to be a billionaire.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. So this article is saying she is a 76-year-old billionaire. So
I wonder from what?
I don't know. I want to find out what she does. I bet it's like old
She, like,
family money.
Pasta? Like, why does... Yeah, maybe it's like old mafia money. That's so stereotypical.
His relationship with a 76-year-old billionaire woman, the news has been shared over and over. It was love at first sight. I felt butterflies when I saw her. I doubt that. Yeah, he replied to his own tweet.
He replied to his own tweet?
No. This guy tweeted like, oh, this is weird. And he goes, well, all the girls mad at Leonardo DiCaprio can be mad at her too. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, that's actually a good point. If Leonardo DiCaprio can date like young girls, why can't this old billionaire lady, get married to a 19-year-old?
So I am not reinforcing Leonardo DiCaprio dating 19-year-olds, okay? But 19 and 76?
What?
That's horrifying.
Why?
And that is so, at least Leonardo DiCaprio is a famous actor that most women would love. Mm-hmm. But this kid gunning for Nana, it's very obvious what's happening here.
What do you think's happening?
Oh, I think he'd really like a decent calamari made for him. Maybe tucked into bed at night with some warm ciao bello milk.
Yeah, or
something.
like some. Yeah, he's like,
Someone to bathe his meatballs.
It's like that scene in Bested Show with Jennifer Coolidge. She's like, we have a lot in common.
Yeah,
we love soup.
Soup. We like
So yes, clearly
like
they're
soup.
saying this isn't about love. This is a 19-year-old kid being like, I want to be a billionaire when she dies.
It's pretty obvious.
I know. Well, good luck to them. Oh, wait, I just got a tweet. She died.
Oh,
no.
Bum, 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 bum.
And she left him nothing.
Nothing.
That would be the gag.
You know it's all going to the dog anyways.
Oh.
There's got to be some little,
Wasn't that in a show or like a movie or
Lots
something?
of people.
Was that real? It might have been real.
It's happened many times in life where all the money goes to their dog. There's a lot of rich ladies. They may have had many loved ones in their life, but the money goes to the Maltese, who's not a human being.
No, but you know what? I love that.
That's a little crazy. If you have children or grandchildren, like pass it on. It's a struggle.
But what about a 19-year-old like fuckboy?
Well, Giuseppe's he's in it to win it. Doesn't he look like it? He got her 19 balloons so she can fly away. 19
balloons for a 19-year-old. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just start like an OnlyFans or something.
No, this is a lot easier for him.
Well,
he just has to kill her next.
All right. Well, Shawn, this has been fun. I'm so glad you got to be here with us today.
Well, Justin, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Where can people find you?
People can find me at Sephora Daily. You can also find me at Shawn Pelofsky, which just rolls right off your tongue, on all social media forms. My website is hahachick, HAHACHICK.com. You can come to the show, Social Media Meltdowns, once a month at the Improv, and you're going to see Justin on it. Probably March or April if he's here.
Yeah.
That's an ask. See how I did that in front of all of you guys?
Yeah, you just put me on the spot.
I did. and yeah, you can also see me here at the world famous Comedy Store.
Also, you have an amazing podcast with Vicky Barbalack.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm so embarrassed.
Yes, from America's Got Talent.
Wow. Oh my God. Boy, again, strokes in full motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our third season just came out, Trailer Park Diaries, where my best friend Vicky and I, we have a scenario where I moved into her trailer and we find this treasure chest full of diaries and we read the diaries out loud and discuss them.
It's really, really fun. Highly recommend it. And that's available on all platforms.
Yeah, all platforms with All Things Comedy. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. And thanks again, guys, for listening. We'll see you next week on Just Saying with Justin Martindale. Bye.
Can you give me Seth's number?
Absolutely.